up and sit down.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome back once again to Vicious Rants. Chris and your host, Mr. Main Event himself, the often imitated, never duplicated superstar Tim Vicious, and we're gonna go over SummerSlam was in Cleveland, Ohio, and good God, this was a damn good show. Maybe it's recency biased, I'm not 100% certain, but I would probably say this is on par with the best pay-per-view, PLE, however you want to address it, since WrestleMania under the Triple H regime. But before we do, highlights do need to go over first and foremost. We are a WWE Shop affiliate, so what that means is if you're watching this show on my personal YouTube page, you click the link in the description box down below. If you're listening to this on Spotify, click the link in the description tab. It will take you to WWE Shop. You make a purchase off of that link, and in turn, we receive a small nominal commission in return for your purchase. Now, folks, what that means is you get anything on there, whether it is something small and simple like a small little pin to put on a t-shirt or for a pin collection, the new Jacob Fatu Samoan Werewolf shirt, Wyatt 6 gear, a collector's championship belt, whatever it is that you want to get. Just make sure you click our affiliate link. And not only that, with SummerSlam just passing, they're going to have a lot of SummerSlam stuff on clearance, folks, so now would be the good time to go and click that link to score some of that sweet, sweet gear and help out this show. Now, other than that, the big highlights do want to address first and foremost. I did say last week that the Wyatt Six would have their debut match this Monday on Raw. Now, the Wyatt Six obviously did not have anything to do with SummerSlam itself, but it is big news and I do want to address it. And good God, the Wyatt Six came out. Bray Wyatt's last theme, they were phenomenal. Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, Eric Rowan, they were doing a six-man tag match against Gable and the Creeds, who now call themselves American Made. And I don't know about anyone else, but my first thought when they said that was that jabroni fuck Hulk Hogan's WCW theme. He's American made. That's all I could think. But yeah, great match. Loved on how good the Wyatts looked in it, and I see absolutely nothing but great things down the road for them. So with that said, now let's get into the show. SummerSlam in Cleveland. It starts out with Mommy coming out to go one-on-one with Liv Morgan for her Women's World Championship. And right at the start, Liv, she was ducking and dodging, the second Liv would get near, boom, run out the ring. Ooh, teasing. And then the second Liv start chasing her, or Rhea start chasing her, go circle around the ring, then next thing you'll get back in, tease and taunt, and basically doing a little bit of cat and mouse for a bit. Rhea gets her hands on her though eventually and starts manhandling her, or women handling her, I should say is the proper term, my apologies. And she just straight up dominates and hurts Rhea, or hurts Liv. See, I'm getting my names confused. God damn it. Sorry about that, but Rhea, she dominates, hurts Liv really bad right up until she misses on one shot and screws up her shoulder. Liv starts working on it, and then Rhea then just walks around like her arm is actually dislocated for a bit, and then just goes and slam, slam, starts hitting it onto stuff until eventually she pops it back in. I've had that listen, I have done some stupid stuff in my day, and I have popped a shoulder out of socket and I've had to pop it back in. I know from firsthand experience that stuff hurts. So yeah, that's, whew, ow. But yeah, it was good. I liked it. It was a good match. I thought it was a good match to start the show. The ending though, oh my god, the ending to the match. Rhea, she's got a chair. She looks like she's about ready to use it. On Liv, has it pulled up, ready to wind it back, ready to go swing. Dominik winds up getting up on the apron, pulls the chair off of Rhea, explains, no, we can't do it like this. No, we can't do it like this, mommy. You do it like this, you're going to lose. She's going to walk out of here with the title. What do you got then? So, basically having to talk her down. Liv goes for an oblivion, then gets a kick out, and then Dom slides the chair back in, starts arguing with the ref, and then Liv winds up hitting an oblivion again on the chair. Shades of, shades of the Saudi Arabia show with Liv and Becky. And then next thing you know, it's 1, 2, 3, your winner, and still, and then you just see Dom celebrating with Liv, and then planting a big fat one right on her lips, and you just see Rhea like, oh. And Rhea, she just gets this look of anger and anger and resentment at the same time, and it's just, for those with weak constitutions, you may not want to look and see the outcome of what's going to happen when she gets her hands on Liv Morgan. Because it's not going to be pretty, folks. Yeah. We'll get to the fallout from that later on. But next up we got Bron Breakker going against Sami Zayn. Ole! And this, good match. I liked it. Bron, he was leading, just basically pounding Sami into hamburger meat. And it was damn good. It was damn good. Now Sami, he wound up making a comeback, and he was going well, but Bron, he stopped him, and then boom, popped him with a spear. 1, 2, 3. I could be wrong, and the good brothers over at Pot on the Mark and the Wrestling Junkies podcast, which are also affiliates of the Main Event Wrestling Network. Make sure you check out their work, guys. They were in the crowd, so Gags, Tuck, Chris, guys, if I'm wrong, please feel free to say something to me on it, but just from watching from the TV perspective, it kind of seemed like a wait, what? What was that just happened kind of moment. Like, oh my god, he did it kind of moment. You know, it just seemed a little bit like, maybe it's just me and I was reading it wrong. Maybe it's just from the TV perspective. I'm just saying from that end. But either way. Next up, we got United States title match. Well, can't even say Cleveland Zone because, yeah, he's in the suburbs, right? Yeah. So he grew up outside of Cleveland, but either way. The walking douche nozzle, Logan Paul, going against L.A. Knight. Yeah, dummy. Yeah, let me talk to you. And these two guys, man, they had a good, solid fight before the bell even rang. And not just like a quick little scuffle and a skirmish, and then they get in the ring and then they take their gear off and start going. Nah. See, these two went at it like you'd have thought it was in the middle of the match outside, and they were swinging for the fences, man. Now, unfortunately, Logan Paul came out with Machine Gun Kelly, which, listen, we all know his music is the drizzling shits. But I will say this about him. One, I really wish Kevin Owens was out there earlier in the show to powerbomb him. And two, that dude has not fully recovered properly ever since Eminem made a diss track on him. I said what I said. Now, with that said, big, huge, good, solid fight before the bell. Once the bell finally rings, Paul winds up leading the pace after the match starts and it's going. Decent match, and I thought it was good. I really did. I thought this match was good. Now, it comes to an end when LA Knight, he starts making a comeback, takes out, for lack of a better term, his prime stooges that got the guy Jeff. That's the running gag who he is. Jeff! And that goof, Jeff! Yeah, Jeff. As well as Machine Gun Kelly, because they went to go and they were sitting ringside. He just wound up taking them out to go make sure they didn't do nothing. Machine Gun Kelly gives Logan Paul a set of brass knucks. Next thing you know, he goes, takes a swing, takes a swing, misses, and then winds up getting hit, or not takes a swing and misses, I'm sorry, I'm thinking ahead. Takes a swing, gets a kick out, and then winds up going for a buckshot lariat, misses, and then gets hit with the BFT for the 1, 2, 3. Your winner and new United States Champion, LA Knight, yeah! And that is not an insult, that is just a fact of life. Yeah. Next up, we got women's action. The queen herself, Nia Jax, coming out to go against BBL Bayley. And that name is not going to leave anytime soon, folks. So, anyways, Nia, she's wrecking Bayley. She's wrecking Bayley right off bat, dominating. Bayley basically fighting back. She's fighting back, easy for me to say, from the ground up. Good match. I thought it was decent. Match came to an end when Tiffany Stratton came out, looking like she was about to go do a cash-in. And that actually distracted Bayley, who was building up her comeback. And then next thing you know, Nia, she winds up going, hitting. Nia goes, takes her down, and then hits not one, but 2 Dominators back to back. And then just boom, boom, count it. 1, 2, 3. So your winner and new WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax. And Tiff came down, was not going to do a real cash-in, was just there to do the distraction. So, yeah. Now we got big-time main event match. Drew McIntyre going against CM Punk with Seth Elizabeth Rollins as the special guest referee. And his middle name is Elizabeth because his middle name is not frickin' damn it. And Seth's ref outfit. Wow. Quite a fashion statement. Sleeveless shirts, sleeveless shirts with the sparkles on the stripes, as well as leather pants, and, well, I didn't see platforms, but I was still relatively impressed. You got style, my friend. So, either way, good match. I had a big fight start. You know, good back and forth with Drew leading the pace. And Seth really just not giving a damn. Letting the guys just go at it like, no. You said you wanted him. Go ahead. He's right here. He's all yours. He's all yours. Kill him. Go ahead. Oh, I think I got something stuck in a nail. Yeah, he was like that with it. But when he did have to go do stuff like rope breaks or pull them out of the corners, he did actually, but he was pretty lean. He was extremely lenient. Excuse me. For it. I dug the match. I thought this was a great comeback match for Punk. I've said what I've said before about him. Listen, I was a big CM Punk fan. I legitimately was. I didn't like on how he handled and carried himself after he left, saying the stuff that he said about when he quit. It felt more like whining and complaining. But you know, if he's willing to go and say, hey, I'll come back. I want to work though. And, you know, let the past be the past. Okay. Don't go expecting me to go and purchase a CM Punk shirt, even if it is on my WWE Shop affiliate link, which you can click on in the description tab if you're listening on Spotify, or if you're watching this on my personal YouTube page. I'm nothing if not a shameless self-promoter. Moving back to the match, though, I'm not going to go and run out and grab Punk merch, but if he's putting that trust out there saying, hey, I'm willing to work with you, and the company's willing to say, okay, we're willing to work with you, okay. Excuse me. Back of the throat's dry. But match came to an end when Punk, the main thing that kept throwing him off was McIntyre had the AJ Larry bracelet, and one or two times Punk was fighting to get it off him. He eventually did get it off him. It got stuck in the middle of the ring. Rollins, he picked it up, had it on him so that way it didn't get lost. Punk winds up arguing with Seth over the fact that when he's going over to do a count, he sees it and he's like, the hell is that? What is that? What is that right there? Huh? And he starts arguing with him over it. And next thing you know, Seth winds up getting hit, taken out with, or not taken out, wrong choice of words, because he was a special ref that took a ref bump, but didn't actually sell like a ref taking a ref bump. He was more like, damn, the hell hit me? Oh shit, a pin, I gotta go count it. Like that. Like if he was actually a wrestler that took a bump. But either way, Seth winds up getting hit. Drew then winds up hitting him with a low blow, then a Claymore for the 1, 2, 3. The following night on Raw, Punk comes out talking about loud and proud, hey listen, I lost. I know. Now normally I'd be mad. I'd be hopping mad about the fact that I lost. But I'm happy as can be. I'm as happy as a box of fluffy ducks. Paraphrasing, mind you. You know why? Because I did what McIntyre couldn't. I did what my docs said they couldn't. They said I'd be out 9 months. I came back in 5. McIntyre said he was going to put me in the ground. Guess what? I'm still standing. So Drew, I'm ready. I'm ready for another round. Let's go. Next thing you know, Seth comes out looking 6 different ways of mad. Whoa, 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 whoa. You and I got some issues we need to discuss. And just as he's about to climb up the steps, Punk goes and starts climbing on a rope. Whoa! Now you want to let me get in there? Or do you want me to kick your ass out here outside the ring? So he starts getting in there. So Punk, he backs up. Rollins gets back in. And McIntyre, boys, boys, boys. And McIntyre's cut all the way up in the middle of the crowd. Boys, there's no need for fighting. This is a time to celebrate. I did what I said I could. I did what I said I would. And I have no one to thank but myself. But if I was gonna, you know I had Larry in my back pocket because he still had the bracelet. And then you just see Punk, 3 different levels of mad, hopping over the fence again, going over, chasing after him. So, what I think is going to happen, we're going to get Punk and McIntyre, excuse me, we're going to get Punk and McIntyre at Bash at Berlin, maybe. If not, maybe a triple threat at Berlin. Then, in October, we're going to have one of them, we're going to have either Drew or McIntyre go against Punk, or possible that one's going to lead to a triple threat inside a Hell in a Cell. So, yeah. Next up now we got World Heavyweight Championship match. The Ring General Gunther going against the El Champion Damian Priest. And man, this was, they were fighting right at the start. Great back and forth. Gunther wound up actually getting chopped so hard his chest was bleeding. And I kind of cracked up a little because it happened, he saw it, looked at it, and then just wiped it away. And it was like that one scene in Avengers Endgame, in Avengers Infinity War, it was like, with Thanos, all that work for just one drop of blood. And like, because that's on how Gunther reacted to it when he saw the blood. He was like, huh, really? Really? Excuse me, I am sorry, folks. I don't mean to keep coughing like this. But, man, yeah, man, it was just, wow, great action. I absolutely loved it. This, to me, solidified that Priest is a top guy. Win, lose, or draw, Priest is a top guy. So, now, partway through the match, Balor shows up out of nowhere, starts cheering Priest on. Come on, big man, come on, Priest. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, you got it. And then Priest winds up getting Gunther, hits him with the South of Heaven, rolls him over to go pin him. Balor hooks Gunther's leg onto the rope. 1, 2, rope break, gotta break it. And Priest, he doesn't see it the whole time. He's just like, leaning back against his leg, not seeing it. He goes over to look, sees like, the hell? And then he looks at the replay, he sees it, and he's just like, you son of a... Looking at Finn, and Finn just got this evil grin like, yep, I just fucking did it. Grabs Finn by the throat, goes to try and get him. Gunther winds up hitting him with a... Gunther then winds up locking in a sleeper. He goes, breaks it, tries to get at Finn again. Gunther then locks in the sleeper, holds it, secures it, until he straight up fully passes out. So your winner and new World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther. And Monday Night Raw starts out with Ludwig Kaiser celebrating, introducing Gunther. And Gunther talks about on how when he was Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, he set a new prestige for that championship, and he intends to do the same for this one. Then out comes Randy Orton's music. Randy looks at Gunther. Alright, hey, listen, big man. First things first, I want to say congratulations on winning that. But let's be real. You wouldn't have won that if it wasn't for me. Now, well, let's also be real in the fact of you didn't really beat me. So, what I'm saying is, you and I, we take it back one more time for that title. Excuse me. Gunther then looks at him. You know, not having a clean victory over you does leave a bitter taste in my mouth. So, I would be happy to. And it's been announced, Bash at Berlin, we're going to get Randy Orton versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to say it now, under no circumstances do I think Gunther is going to lose. But, man, oh man, do I think him and Randy are going to put on a hell of a fucking show that night. And I think Germany is going to fucking give them every last ounce of blood, sweat, and tears in that as a crowd. So, as far as the fallout from Priest, on the other hand, the following night on Raw, he calls out Balor. Balor's in the back. He's out in the ring. He calls out Finn for an ass whooping. Finn, he's just there on the Tron. Priest, big man. No. You see, I did to you nothing no different than what you did to me. You cost me my shot at the World Heavyweight Championship. And this right here proves it. Excuse me. God. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. And what'd you say to me on the car on the way back? On the way to the next show, big man? Said, better luck next time. Buck up. Well, I did. And I waited an entire year to get my revenge on you. And now, you're out. And the Judgment Day is going to thrive. Especially tonight when you take on JD. So, Priest had a match against JD later that night. It ended in a schmoz where all the Judgment Day, when all the Judgment Day did a beatdown on Priest. And yeah, next thing you know, Mommy came out, helped clear house. And so the Terror Twins, Rhea and Priest, were standing tall against the Judgment Day. Man, oh man. Yeah. So now we come to main event of the night. Solo Sikoa, the head of the table, going against Cody Riley Russell Reynolds the 23rd, baby. That's right, he is the son of the plumber, ooh, baby. And the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, baby. So, and this contested under Bloodline rules. So, no DQ, just like at WrestleMania between Cody and Roman. Now this had a nice slow start to it. The build towards the mayhem that would follow. Solo, he was starting to lead. Excuse me. He was starting to lead after the basic feeling out process at the start. You know, and then it was good. This was a good match. It was different compared to the Mania's Bloodline rules, where you saw weapons and all getting used. Didn't really see that here. Yeah. Now, wound up seeing the Gorilla's Destiny come out. And yes, Michael Cole did refer to Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa as the Gorillas of Destiny on commentary. They wound up going to take Cody out. And, you know, I'm going to say one quick note real quick. Wade, make a note. We got to work on that for a new line of merch. I know a lot of people have been saying a lot of stuff about Tonga Loa, saying he's botchy and all that. And he didn't exactly plow Cody right into the turnbuckle in the corner of the ring. He was off to the side and then slid him over. But that one moment I will give as a reprieve because he's wearing an eye patch, man. You know, your depth perception is going to be all sorts of screwed up when you're only working with one eye. So, yeah. The Gorillas of Destiny came out. They were working on Cody, trying to flatten him for Solo to get the win. Next thing you know, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton came out to help him clean up house. They chased them off. And then Jacob Fatu showed up, started wrecking Cody, laid him out on the commentary table, did a splash, and when he did the splash, his shin bone hit the side of the table as it went down, as he hit, and he was legit grabbing it and trying to, like, he couldn't stand. And I don't know if it was a work or a shoot or what, but because some people are saying, well, it was a work. Oh, it was a shoot. Oh, well, he's walking around in an air cast. Well, we don't know none. Nothing's been said on this site or that site. Blah, 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 blah. Folks, I don't know if it was legit, if he legit hurt himself or not. I hope he didn't. I legitimately hope he did not. But if he didn't, I give him credit for selling incredibly well. But if not, man, I hope he recovers quick and I hope it's nothing serious. But he goes, does that, and then Solo, he starts getting Cody. And then next thing you know, boom, we wind up seeing the return of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. He comes down and he's looking all sorts of mad at Solo, like, oh, you motherfucker. He comes in, boom, Superman punches Solo, spears him, and then just looks at Cody, and Cody just has this look of, and he's sitting there on the ground, on the floor of the ring, looking like, you planning on doing this my next? Huh? And Roman's just looking at him, and then walks off. So then after that, next thing you know, after that, Cody then just winds up setting Solo up for a crossroads for the 1, 2, 3. That was it. Folks, this fallout on SmackDown this coming Friday is going to be fucking big. Count on that. So with that said, that is it for this week's show. Unfortunately, we did not hit the 500 subscribe mark for the contest. However, please feel free to like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, give us a follow on Spotify. If you feel like we've earned a 5 stars on Spotify, throw that out there. We are trying to grow that Spotify platform, so please help us out on that. Also, folks, look for me on the Twitter at TimVicious. Do not thank you to Kuchera Show, LFC Lingerie Fighting Championship. There are a little bit of wrestling, a little bit of MMA, and a lot of attractive women wearing a little bit of nothing. Thank you. Also, check out whatamaneuver.net for some vicious rants apparel. We got tank tops, we got t-shirts, we got women's tees, we got long sleeves, we got toddler tees, and we got baby onesies also. Folks, do not forget to follow these cool ass cats right now on the Twitter, DSB_IV, main event _net, the Main Event Wrestling Network Twitter account. Give them a follow. Sergeant Curry Pants, 3 Count Thursday, D Dryer 1986. And folks, like I always tell you, you love me great, you hate me. Fuck you.